The Union External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that by the end of the decade, India will be the most populous country and almost certainly be the third largest economy in the world. Our human resources will be critical for the global economy by 2030 in a world dominated by artificial intelligence, he said at the G20 University Connect in New Delhi. Hello and welcome to VAR India News Hour. In a report, Morgan Stanley had said that India is on fast track to become the world's third largest economy by 2027, surpassing Japan and Germany, and have the third largest stock market by 2030. Thanks to the global trends and key investments the country has made in technology and energy. India is already the fastest growing economy in the world, having clocked 5.5% average gross domestic product growth over the past decade. Now, three megatrends, that is global offshoring, digitalization and energy transition, are setting the scene for unprecedented economic growth in the country for more than 1 billion people. India is also poised to become the factory to the world as corporate tax cuts, investment incentives and infrastructure spending help drive capital investments in manufacturing. S&P forecasts that India's annual nominal gross domestic product growth will average 6.3% through 2030. Similarly, Morgan Stanley estimates that India's GDP is likely to more than double from current levels by 2031. In a world that is currently starved of growth, the opportunities set in India must be on global investors' radar, Morgan Stanley reports. India will be one of the only three economies in the world that can generate more than $400 billion annual economic output growth from 2023 onwards, and this will rise to more than $500 billion after 2028. These drivers will make India the world's third largest economy and stock market before the end of the decade. India posted a year-on-year growth of 6.3% for the July to September quarter, fractionally higher than a Reuters poll forecast of 6.2%. Prior to this, India recorded an expansion of 13.5% for April to June compared to a year ago, powered by robust domestic demand in the country's service sector. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. NPCI extends UPI market cap deadline by 2 years. The National Payments Corporation of India has extended the deadline for UPI players to adhere to a market cap of 30% by 2 years to December 31st of 2024 from the previous deadline of December 31st of 2022, after which all players would have to have a share of 30% or less in monthly UPI volumes. Currently, three players, PhonePe, Google Pay and Paytm, account for approximately 96% of monthly UPI volumes. NTT Data to deploy service-providing robots. The Japanese operations of NTT Data will deploy data center monitoring robots in 15 of its own facilities and then offer them as a service to customers. The firm tested the bots in a single data center in which they appear to have passed muster because the machines will be rolled out to other bit barns in 2023. NTT Data claims the machines save 1 or 2 hours from the daily course of human data center staff and have the potential to reduce inspection work by 80% once AI can be applied to focus the bots on things that matter most. Mozilla acquires Active Replica. Mozilla announced that it acquired Active Replica, a Vancouver-based startup developing a web-based metaverse. Active Replica will support Mozilla's ongoing work with Hubs, the latest VR chatroom service and open source projects. The Active Replica team will work on personalized subscription tiers, improving the onboarding experience and introducing new interaction capabilities in Hubs. FIS shows pink slip to its 400 employees. US-based fintech company Fidelity National Information Services has laid off 400 employees in Pune due to internal restructuring. The employees are entitled to severance compensation. The development comes after it was reported that FIS was planning to cut thousands of jobs as the company's shares had fallen by 44%. It is reportedly said that the firm was aiming to restore investor confidence by reducing headcount randomly. US approves SpaceX to deploy up to 7,500 Starlink satellites. The Federal Communications Commission has granted an approval to Elon Musk's SpaceX to move forward with launching up to 7,500 next-generation satellites in its Starlink internet network. The action will allow SpaceX to begin deployment of SpaceX's second generation of the Starlink constellation, also known as Gen 2. However, the FCC imposed a limit on the number of satellites in Gen 2 Starlink to address concerns about orbital debris and space safety. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.